We got some people still coming in. All right, so let's start this thing, man. We're not gonna wait for everybody. All right. So basically, what we're gonna be doing here is we're gonna be going through 25 different traffic generation methods. All right. 25 different traffic generation methods that I have used personally to explode my business. All right. So some of these I don't use as much anymore because, to be honest, 25 traffic generation methods, that's a lot. For someone to be using all 25, it's not necessary. You only need 3 to 5 traffic generation methods to really have profitable business. And actually, some people are able to have profitable business with one traffic generation method. So when you have 25 to choose from, it kind of removes that excuse of, oh, I don't know, what traffic generation method to use, or, you know what I'm saying? So when you have 25, it just gives you options, basically, which is, makes it, um, just a better experience. If you don't necessarily have to do something you don't want to do. You find a traffic generation method that's suitable for you. All right. So let's go into the first slide. All right, step-by-step blueprints to drive unlimited traffic with 25 explosive traffic generation methods. All right. I'm going to show you how to get targeted traffic to your sites fast, because nobody wants to wait months to get 50 visitors to their site. Okay, so one of the problems I'm seeing with the kinds of emails that I receive and from speaking to different people, from all around the world that are interested in doing online marketing is, yeah, they may attempt to get traffic. They may, put some effort into it, but they put effort into it, and at the end of the, month, they find out they only got 50 visitors or 100 visitors to their site. So, that's very discouraging, to put in effort and only see, oh, wow, I only got, 50 visitors to my site after months of taking action. So what I want to do here is reveal traffic generation methods that don't take long to do. And the ones that do take long, I will tell you. I would tell you the truth. The traffic generation methods that are fastest, that may take some time, but all the traffic generation methods I'm going to reveal to you have been effective in some manner. All right, so by the end of this workshop, you're going to have 25 explosive traffic generation methods you can implement to generate hordes of targeted traffic to your sites and offers. All you have to do is tune in, and you can even implement some of the stuff while you're here on this workshop if you wanted to. It's that simple. So I'm going to, 25 different traffic generation methods. There's going to be a few that you can implement tonight, which is great. And then some of them take time. So we're going to go through all 25. And at the end, you can ask me any questions you have about the traffic, and I'll answer it right here for you live. All right. So, I like the reason I like doing these live workshops is because you get to see what works, and then you get to ask questions. So if something doesn't make sense to you, if something wasn't 100% clear, hey Trey, that traffic generation method sounded cool, but I don't understand this part. I don't understand that part. So that's going to be, one of the advantages of attending this live workshop. So who is this for? So anyone who's not getting enough targeted traffic to their squeeze pages, landing pages, blogs, offers, etc. If you're not getting targeted traffic on a daily basis to your squeeze pages, landing pages, your sites, your offers, then this will help you, all right? If you need more targeted traffic, then you need to attend this workshop. So if you need traffic in general, you should be here because, like I said, 25 different traffic generation methods. You might hear something you never heard before, or maybe a twist on something that maybe you never thought about. But all of these are just different ways you can get targeted people to your sites and offers. If you're a newbie, you'll get a ton of value out of this workshop. So if you're just starting out, you don't know anything about traffic, this is going to be perfect for you because you're going to get to see 25 different ways you can drive traffic to your sites and offers. You can choose out of the 25, 1 to 3, and start putting them into action right away. If you're an experienced marketer, you'll certainly pick up some golden nuggets and have some aha moments that will help you make 2017 your best year to date. Okay, so if you're an experienced marketer, some of these traffic generation methods you've probably heard before. You've probably seen in products and ebooks and stuff like that. But I don't think anyone has displayed it to you on a live presentation, kind of explain how it worked for them, kind of just giving you an idea of what to expect if you were to put these methods into action. And maybe some of them you put into action, but maybe you did it improperly, in a way that wasn't effective. So you get to hear the right way to do it. Okay. All right, so let's get started with the first traffic generation method. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm actually going to show you live examples of everything. I don't want to just like give you theory here. And when I say live examples, just like quick examples of how I apply these things. All right, so let's go into it. So the first one is YouTube video marketing. All right, so if you know anything about me, then you know that I always recommend YouTube video marketing because this is how I got the most traffic in my whole time of doing online marketing. I'm pretty sure I got the most traffic from YouTube video marketing. Actually, I'm 100% sure. And I can show you right now. So let's go to YouTube. And let's go to, so this is actually one of my channels that I just want to put into perspective. When I created this channel, this was my main focus, right? So this to show you how powerful YouTube is when you focus, right? My main focus was to build up this channel right here, Vertical Jump Prime, right? Now, when I just got into internet marketing, I didn't really know how to make videos and stuff like that. So what I did was I created PowerPoint videos, right? So you can look and see here, these are just PowerPoint videos, little 3-minute, 5-minute videos, and all I'm doing is making videos on specific keywords that I found that were highly searched in this niche. So this is the basketball niche. How to increase your vertical jump fast, how to dunk a basketball like a beast, how to increase your vertical leap and dominate athletic events, how to get sick handles, how to jump high. I didn't just pull these keywords, out of thin air. I actually went and looked them up. All right, so they have this thing called Uber Suggest. They also have the Google Keyword Tool, so you probably heard of the Google Keyword Tool, which is very effective as well. But this is Uber Suggest. So you go here and you can pop in keywords. So let's do how to make money online. And by the way, if you ever have a question on the left-hand side, bottom left-hand side, it should say chat. You can put your question in there. I'll probably get to it at the end of the call, but if a question does come into, or the end of the workshop, if a question does come into your head, write it in there so you don't forget it, and we'll get to those questions at the end. All right, so we type in how to make money online right here, hit suggest. What's going on here? Make money online. See what's going on here. So normally what happens is when you type in your keyword, Maybe something going on with the server or something. But usually what happens is when you type in your keyword and you hit suggest, below here you get a ton of different keywords that are relevant to this keyword. See if I can refresh and get it to work for me. Right, this is just wants to be a pain. All right, so this wants to be a pain, doesn't want to work. So let's just use Google keyword as the example here instead. All right, let's use this account. And by the way, that was for another niche. So I'm actually doing some stuff in the dating niche. So if you're wondering what was that, that was the dating niche. No, I don't want. All right, so here we go. All right, so they want us to go through all this stuff. All right, so this is one of the things you have to deal with when you're doing stuff live. You have everything wants to act up. Let's see here. Let me try a different account. Actually, let's do vertical. Let's see. Cool. All right. Let's see if we can get this one going. Ready? So basically, when you sign up for Google Keyword Tool, you get sent to this page. And this page basically allows you to type in keywords. And so we'll type in how to lose weight. We'll go to get ideas. And you're going to get a whole bunch of different keywords. So like how to lose weight quickly, fastest way to lose weight. You can see average monthly searches. So me personally, as long as I see 100, I'm going after that keyword. I know some people say, oh, you know, has to be a certain amount of views or whatever. I played the numbers again. So as you can see on this channel, there's actually 188 videos on this channel. So most people, when they teach you a method, they only test it out on like 5 videos or something like that, and you know, that's it. But what I did was I definitely can say, you know, this stuff works because I've made over 100 videos. And there's a reason I made over 100 videos, because I saw results coming in. So that was motivating. But in the beginning, I also understood even if I didn't see any results, if I stayed consistent, I would get results. And that's exactly what happened. So you can see these videos, all of them, got at least 500 views or more. This one got 207. So you're gonna have some videos that don't get as much views. You're gonna have some that do get a lot of views. So the mindset needs to be just put out videos. Make sure I'm targeting keywords. All of these are keywords that I found from the Google keyword tool and Ubersuggest, which decided to act up on us. Let's try it one more time. All right, come on, Uber. Let's make this work. How to lose weight. All right, seems to still be acting up. All right, so on your own time, I'm assuming this is like a server issue, but I highly recommend Ubersuggest, because the thing with Google keyword is you're gonna get like typical keywords that you would expect. Like these are kind of like keywords you would probably expect to be relevant. With Ubersuggest, you get like very specific, like how to lose weight in 4 weeks by doing this. Like you get, they find keywords that people are typing in that are like really specific. So if you notice with these videos, you'll see variations of the same keyword. So for example, you'll see how to increase your vertical jump fast. Instead of just putting how to increase your vertical jump, I put how to increase your vertical jump fast. How to increase your vertical leap and dominate athletic events. So that's a more specific keyword, and therefore I'll have less competition. All right, so that would be, that's a benefit for me. If I have less competition, then the video will probably, more than likely rank better. And you can see this one actually got a lot of views. So it tends, the videos that get a lot of the most views tend to be the ones that are more specific, right? Let's see, what video got the most views? How to be a great small forward. All right, so if you think about it, I would have never thought this would have got like the most views. If you think about basketball, even if you don't know too much about basketball, you would think maybe the video that would get the most views would be how to dunk a basketball or how to shoot a basketball or something like that. But it's how to be a great small forward that got the most views. So what if I would have just made 3 videos and quit? What if I just made, so the first 3 videos I made are these 3. So just put in perspective, this is why a lot of people don't get consistent results, because they don't put things into perspective or understand like the reality. If I would have only did 3 videos, I would have only had these 3 videos right here, and I would have only got what is that? Almost 30,000 views. That would have been it, right? But instead, I kept going, and now I believe there's a way for me to see 444,000 views, and and counting. So like this, it wasn't even this high. Like I made a offer. I presented an offer on the Warrior Forum, and I was talking about my views, and I think it was like 300 and something thousand. Now it's 444,000. So these views continue to come in. So that's why I put so much emphasis on video marketing, all right? Because it's so powerful. So this is up there. Like if you wanted to know Trey, what do you recommend? one of the 3 traffic generation methods that I should be focusing on. Definitely, you will always hear me say YouTube video marketing because of my experience. All right, and these views, I didn't just get views and just like, oh, hey, I have a lot of views. Every single one of these videos have a call to action at the end to go to my schools page. So I basically built up a list of over 5,000 people on my list in this niche, and made thousands of dollars promoting affiliate products as an affiliate on ClickBank, right? So this is 125 traffic generation methods. Just to break it down for you, you choose a niche, you choose a profitable niche, you create a channel based on that niche. You basically come up with your brand idea. So my brand idea was Vertical Jump Prime. I just came up with that, and I said, yo, I think this would be a cool name for my brand. So Vertical Jump Prime. And I created this channel, and I looked for 100 keywords that were in this niche, and I made a video for each keyword. And I just continued to do that, and then I had a call to action on all of these videos. And there's one other thing I did. I got backlinks, so I got social bookmarking links to these videos. In the beginning, I didn't have any money to do that. So what I did is I used Social Marker, I believe it's called. Let's see if it's still running. Okay, it's still there. So what I did was I put the link. Whoa. Okay, I put the link to the site or to the YouTube video right here. Put the title of YouTube video, put the tags. So these are the other keywords that are relevant to that video. And then I put a description. And then you hit submit, and it will send it to all of these social bookmarking sites. So this helps with link juice, basically. So helping your videos rank higher. And then if you have money to invest, you can go to Fiverr. So Fiverr.com, and you can social bookmarking. All right, and there's a specific one that I recommend. So any of these that have a high service rate, this is one I recommend actually. So this one you can see there's 32,000 plus reviews. So it's a service that's been around for a while. And now if you see, like, I usually look for so like this one has 37 ratings. So I'll click on it just to make sure if it's worth my time with ordering. And if there's a bunch of recent feedback that was good, I'll give it a shot. So I tested a bunch of different ones, but the one I came to the conclusion that was one of the best was, what was it? I just saw it. It's called Court Service. I just stumbled across it. Yeah, right here. So this is the one that I recommend. They give you 800 social bookmarking links, high quality, very fast, and quality service. So I would, whenever I had money, I would invest in this. All right. You can also do high retention views. So I know I did that a little bit. I didn't do it too much with this channel because I didn't want to ruin the channel. And when I say ruin the channel, I mean, like, if you send views to your page, obviously you're running a risk of YouTube shutting down your channel. It's possible. It's not very possible, but let's see. Let's do this. All right. So with high retention views, what you'll notice here is a lot of these are not long-term providers. Because it's hard to provide high retention views. So if you are going to get high retention views, I would recommend um, getting it from someone who has been doing it for a while. So like if this is all you have to deal with, like these people only have 2 reviews and this one has 3, this one has 2, you don't want to um, invest in this stuff because it's not, what I'm saying, like it's not enough feedback for you to really see if this is legit or not. Because some of these guys, they don't really care um, about whether your channel gets canceled or not. They just want to make money. So I mean, you can check them out. You can message them, see if it's worth your time. So the thing with high retention views, what it does is it helps with your rankings, but it also shows people that this video is cool, right? Because if someone sees a video, just to put in perspective, if somebody sees a video and it says, like this one says 182 views, but then they see another video that says 6,000 views, they automatically assume the video with 6,000 views is better. That might not be the case. Maybe it's not better, but they'll just automatically assume that because there's more views. So that's another benefit of high retention views. But from my experience, if you can get the social bookmarking links, that's good enough. As long as your video is of decent quality. So like this video.
What's good? This is Trey with VerticalJumpPrime.com coming to you with a video.
This is I'm just giving good content, like good advice, right? The reason I know that the advice is good because I was the niche, so I was a basketball player. I was playing basketball. I was constantly getting insight into the game. So I understood what people want, and I started building a following. You can see people actually commenting on the videos and stuff. Some of these comments are old, but I still get notifications of people commenting on my videos. So this traffic is passive. All right, I know I spent a lot of time on YouTube, but because it's legit, all right, it's legit. It's worth your time. All right, so next one is relationship list building. All right, so this kind of connects with YouTube, but this connects with any traffic generation method that will allow you to build your list. So the whole idea here is to focus on building a list, and instead of churn and burn, you want to build relationships with your list. All right. So let's go back to the YouTube, the Vertical Jump Prime channel, right? So what I did when people came on my list, which I believe made a huge difference, is I didn't focus on making money, right? I focused on value. So when people go to this thing, this video, and they go and and at the end I say go to Vertical Jump Prime. So they go to Vertical Jump Prime, right? And then it says get your free ebook. So when they put in their email, it goes straight to another page where they can get the access to the report right away, and I also send it to their email. In the report, I'm giving them some quality advice, tips on how to add instant interest to their vertical jump. Literally, if they apply those tips, they will add instant interest to their vertical jump. So what happens there? If they apply that information and actually get a result from a free ebook, when I do decide to promote to them something, they'll more than likely buy. Simply because they see that this person is actually trying to help. They gave me something free and it actually worked. And that's the type of emails I was getting. They were saying, hey, I'm actually getting some good results of your free ebook, man. Thank you. And then they go on to buy other products that were recommended, and those, different products that I recommended using ClickBank. Which if you don't know what ClickBank is, it's a marketplace where you can promote other affiliate offers. So the whole idea with relationship building, list building is building a list that will be your traffic. All right. So let's say, I did great with YouTube and all this stuff, but let's say YouTube shuts down, all the traffic generation methods shut down. At the end of the day, I'll still have that list. But the key is, did I build a relationship with that list? Because if I didn't, that list will have no significance or no importance to me, because they won't respond. They're not going to buy anything. They're not going to take me seriously, because all I did was try to sell them something. I didn't focus on helping them. So the key is to help them, right? Give them the free ebook. Make sure it's a quality ebook that's really giving them steps to get results. Make sure that your follow-up emails are actually providing value. So yes, you want to promote offers, but you also want to mix it with content-based emails that are giving people value. And other than that, another element that I added to building a relationship was the videos. So to actually get videos from someone who you can actually hear their voice, you can see their personality, you can see whether they're genuine or if they're just, full of crap or whatever the case may be, that all plays into relationship building. There's people on my list that have become friends. I've become friends with them, like what's it called? Like internet friends, because like we're not in the same location, but like we stay in touch. You know what I'm saying? So like that's the mentality. It's like you want to build friendships actually. Matter of fact, you want to build family, right? Because some of these people are like, I'm closer to them than some family members, right? So not a lot of people can say that about their list. Most people, they just like, I have a big list and I'm making money. That's cool. But wouldn't you rather build a list of people who truly trust and like you and believe in you and take you seriously and get value from you? Like, wouldn't you want to change people's lives, and they'll pay, what I'm saying? They will give you money for your information, for your time, for being a part of their lives, for making the effort to help them, right? You could be doing so many other things, but you're over here providing value to them, helping them. So that's the mentality, to build a list, a powerful list of traffic. That's how you do it. All right. You give them the solution to their problems. Give them the solution to their problems right away, like a quick fix for a small problem. So like if we're looking at the make money online niche, you might give them a little tip on how to get traffic right away, or a little tip on how to set up their website quickly, or how to, what I'm saying? Not no big full out course you give away for free. You don't need to do that. That works too, but you don't have to do that. You just give them some short, quick that they can consume to see whether they should listen to you further, basically. All right. All right, so number 3, Facebook advertising. All right, so this is obviously, if you understand the amount of people that's on Facebook, then you would probably expect me to bring this up. There's nobody can ignore the fact that there are billions of people on Facebook. I think it's, I don't know the legit number, but it might be, I'm not going to put the numbers out there, but I think last time I checked, maybe it was saying like there's 2 billion members on Facebook, something like that. But point being, there's a lot of people on Facebook, and you only need a small percentage of those people to make a significance in your business as far as traffic goes. So when I use Facebook, everyone has their own different goals, right? So first, you need to know what your goal is, right? Is your goal to build a list? Is your goal to make direct sales? Is your goal to get leads? You got to know what your goal is. So for me, my goal is to get leads, all right, because my business is based on working with people at a high level, consulting. At this point, that's where I'm at. So I don't focus on anything else but getting leads. Now, if I had a product that I just wanted to make as much sales as I can from this product, I would focus on building a list that was targeted to the product. All right. So with Facebook advertising, the great thing about it, first of all, you need to know the fundamentals. There's a bunch of free tutorials on YouTube. You know, that will show you the basics of how to advertise on YouTube. How to advertise on Facebook. But the point being, you know, you need to understand the importance of list building, and you need to understand the importance of knowing what you want. So you don't just want to get traffic. You want to get traffic and you want to achieve a goal. So if you're trying to build a list, it's pretty simple. First, you need to know who is your targeted audience. You know, what is your customer avatar? What is your ideal person that you want in front of your offer look like? How do they act? What are their interests, right? You need to know these things. Actually, when I just started doing Facebook ads, one of the things I did was I just like made a list of character traits of my ideal client, right? The ideal person I want in my program. You know, somebody who's ambitious, somebody who's an action taker. So you need to know the type of people you want, and then you got to know what are their interests. What would this type of person be interested in? You know, I know so on Facebook advertising, when you're advertising on Facebook, there is a basically like a section that says interest, basically. And in the interest thing, you know, most people go very broad. They may just type in make money online, or they may type in weight loss. That's broad. Okay, that's really broad. Like someone may be interested in SEO, but they may not be interested in YouTube marketing or blogging, right? So for you to just put make money online as the interest, you're going to get all these different people that are interested in all these different things. And when you're advertising, Facebook may send your offer to all the people that may not be interested in your offer. They may be interested in making money online, but maybe they're not interested in making money online the way that you teach. So you need to know the specific interests that people that would be interested in what you teach would like. All right, that's how you get good targeted traffic from Facebook, and that's the most effective way. You have to do tests, so you have to try different things. You're gonna have different interests that are gonna come up. I made a list of all the different interests that people are interested in, basically like books, public figures like celebrities, businesses, brands. These are different things that may come up as an interest on Facebook. For example, with Make Money Online, maybe you might use Frank Kern as an interest. Okay, you know that if somebody is following Frank Kern, they're probably interested in digital product information marketing, of some sort, digital marketing of some sort. So your offer, you would want to make sure it's targeted to that, right? So that's just to give you an understanding of like Facebook. I don't want to go into too much detail. I mean, Facebook is very, it can get really deep. We could spend like an hour talking about Facebook. But I just kind of, the whole point of this presentation is really just to give you insight into what I'm doing, right? Some understanding of what I'm doing. So I am using Facebook in my business, and I'm using it for lead generation. Right, so you got to know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So if you're trying to get leads, um, then understand how to get leads with Facebook. Become a master at that. So what I'll do, I'll go to YouTube. I'll type in Facebook advertising lead generation. Right? I'm serious. I will go on YouTube and watch YouTube videos. Um, and, find out what's going on there. I'll go on Facebook and find people on Facebook that are doing Facebook ads. I'll find Facebook groups. So basically, whatever you're going to be doing, you want to be good at it. I mean, you don't, because especially with Facebook ads, you could end up spending thousands of dollars and not getting anything to show for it. So before you even make your first, matter of fact, before you even make your first Facebook ad, first thing, watch one of these basic videos to know the basics. Second thing, don't think you're gonna go in there and say, "Yo, I'm gonna just put up $1,000. I know I'm gonna make some money. I'm gonna invest $1,000 into some ads. I know I'm gonna make some sales." No, don't do that. Do $5. Start with $5 a day, $10 a day, and watch your ads. Watch your ads. If you look at industry standards and what other people are getting, that if you're paying more than like $1 per click or $2 per click, and your offer is lower than like $97 or something like that, you got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? You can end up spending a lot more than what you're making. Now, if you're dealing with high ticket, which is what I'm dealing with, you have more room for error or room for expensive traffic. Because even if I spend $3,000, but I know that one client is worth $4,000 to me, I'm cool with spending that $3,000. But if I'm buying traffic with the goal to sell a $47 product, I don't want to be spending, like $5 per lead or per click and getting maybe out of two, one person opts in out of two people, and then I'm just spending a lot of money just to make a $47 sale, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I don't want to confuse myself, start talking about math, because that's not my thing. But point being, I don't want to play around. Okay, so if I'm just gonna sell a $47 product, I'm gonna focus really well on building a list of targeted subscribers for cheap. That's gonna be my goal. My goal is not gonna be to just sell the product. My goal is to build a list of targeted subscribers for as cheap as possible. All right. So what do I want to do? I want to find out. I'm gonna type in Facebook advertising low CPC. Right. You don't have to spend money. You don't have to spend money to learn this stuff. This stuff is being taught for free. If you do want to spend money, find somebody who's good, right? Somebody who's already doing this, and who's doing it in your industry, in your niche, all right? Because you don't want to be getting advice from someone who is doing Facebook ads in another niche, which that's better than nothing, of course. But if ideally you'd want to be getting your information from someone who is in your niche, right? So Facebook ads, we could talk about that all day, but I do highly recommend it. Next, interview experts and ask them to promote, leverage credibility. So this is just a smart way to get subscribers, or sorry, to get traffic. Okay, because what you're doing is you're leveraging off of someone's credibility, someone's authority. Your authority goes up, your brand goes up just by being associated with this person. Now, I don't recommend just interviewing one person. I actually recommend interviewing multiple people, multiple experts, and packaging that information into a product. And then now you have a very valuable product, right? interviews of a variety of people who are looked at as being successful. So it's pretty simple. You just seek out people who are successful in your niche, reach out to them and say, hey, I'd love to interview you. Been following you for a couple of years, and congrats on all your success, blah blah blah. If you'd be able to do an interview, I really appreciate it. Let me know, or something like that. And some of these guys are gonna say yes. Some will say no. That's how it goes. But there are going to be some of them that say yes, and actually more than you'd expect will say yes, because they understand that exposure. What's the quote? Any press is good press. So they know that if they do the interview and you somehow get it out there, they're going to benefit from that. So they'll do the interview, and then they'll promote it too, because they basically be promoting themselves, right? So they'll promote it to their list. If you ask them, you're like, yeah, sure, I'll promote it to my list. So this will be a great way to build a buyer's list. Or you can give a portion of the interview away for free, which is pretty smart to do as well, because this will suck people in or get their attention, basically. So do a little snippet of the interview and put it on YouTube, put it on your blog, put it on forums, wherever you can, spread it, Facebook, and then say, hey, if you want the rest, you got to get my product. So that's how that would work. Right. Like I said, any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat box. We'll answer them at the end. Guest posts. All right, so pretty straightforward. You reach out to people who have a credible blog, credible site, and ask them if you can write a guest post. And some blogs and sites actually do this. This is part of their business. They're looking for guest posters. Some of them not so much, but if you reach out, they'll be interested. So even myself, I had somebody do a guest post on my site one time. They just reached out and I said, yeah, sure. And we actually swapped. So he did a guest post for my site and I did one for his site. And we both got traffic, new traffic to our sites from doing that. And it's beneficial, right? But it's only happened because I reached out. I made it happen. So the key to experiencing success with these traffic generation methods is to just do it. Just take action on it. So guest posts might scare some people away. Maybe you're thinking, I don't want to do a guest post. Then you won't get any traffic from guest posting. It's pretty simple. I wasn't very excited at the idea of doing a guest post, but I just did it. The guy reached out, said, hey, I want to do a guest post, man. If you want to actually do one for my site, that'd be awesome. I said, all right, sure. Just did a quick little guest post, put it out there, and I got some subscribers, some new viewers, some new fans, some new people that are now interested in what I'm doing, and potential clients, right? So that's how it goes. More exposure is always good, and guest post is one of the great ways to do that. If you're not a great writer, then this probably won't be the most effective thing for you, because guest posts typically people want quality content. Maybe you can outsource it. It might actually be beneficial to outsource it. If it's a big site, if it's someone who has a decent credibility and has a decent following, it might be worth it just to say, okay, yeah, I'll do the guest post, but just outsource it. It's not really anyone's business whether you outsource it or not, as long as the content is good, it's unique, 100% unique, it's quality, and it's helping people. Blog commenting. All right, so blog commenting, this is I'll be straight up with you. This is not my most recommended way of getting traffic, but it does work. I mean, if you don't really have too much going on for you as far as budget for paid traffic and stuff like that, you just can do some blog commenting. So I'm trying to show you one of my blogs. What's it called? Let's see if I can pull it up somehow. Let's see. All right. So this is some blog I made a while back. Let me see. People commenting on my blogs and stuff, right? So just to give you an example, like this is how it would work, right? So this guy comes on here and says, I love basketball. It's definitely my favorite game to play. I'm pretty tall, blah, blah, blah. I have some moves. How do you defend against these moves? Okay, so, all right. So this is actually a legit person who needs help. All right. So this is a person that actually needs help. But basically what you would want to do is you don't necessarily want to be the guy who needs help. You want to be an authority, right? You want to come off as someone who's credible. So this person, this looks like a spam person, but they're actually trying to get some click back to their site. Let's see what their site is real quick. All right, so they're selling some stuff on their site. All right, cool. So the way blog commenting works is you would add something to the blog. So if they're talking about how to make money online, you come in here and say, hey, this was an excellent blog post. I agree with the following. And so you just tell them what you agree with and then add something to it to say, but I would also like to add that blah, 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 blah. So basically showing that you know what you're talking about and then put a link to your site at the end. So that's how that would work. I did a little bit of that in the beginning of my internet marketing career. I mean, I got some traffic. I think I maybe picked up a sale or two from doing that. I think I was sending people directly to a squeeze page. And there's certain people that would just allow it. So like me, I allow these people to comment here. I don't really care. So there's going to be certain people that don't really care if you comment. So you can comment. Some people were required to be approved. As long as you're not coming off as spammy, usually people have too much of a problem. So don't be spammy. Just like provide value. Provide value and make sure that you leave your link to your squeeze page or whatever site you're trying to get traffic to. All right, so next one is Twitter marketing. So Twitter, the key with Twitter is to follow people who are interested in what you're doing. I did a little Twitter, but in my time when I did it, I abused it. So I can recall a couple Twitter accounts being deleted, getting deleted because I used to use a software. What is it called? TweetAdder, I think it was called. Let me see if it's still. Yes, I used to use TweetAdder. I think it's still around. It's kind of funny. Basically, this will automatically follow people. Oh wow, it's still around. Yeah, so it's still it's currently no longer available. Okay, so it's not available. Yeah, because I mean, I'm sure I was actually surprised to see it was still around. It's still here because I just kept getting banned. And at the time, I was following someone who was recommending it and saying that it was working for him, but for me, it just kept banning my account. But I believe there's other ways. There's other like programs nowadays that you can use. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. I probably wouldn't use no software. I just do it the manual way. Just add people. So on your site, like I said, my accounts are banned, but on your Twitter account, you're able to follow people based on a specific term or keyword. So like whatever your niche is, like if you're in weight loss, you can just type in I want to lose weight or losing weight or diet on a diet or something like that. And you're going to get some people that are specifically trying to lose weight, which is perfect, right? And then you just follow them and start posting on your page stuff about losing weight. And every other post, say something about how to lose weight and then put a link to your squeeze page. So that, that works. That allows you to build your list, build a fan base on Twitter, and as usual, you want to learn. If you're gonna do this, you want to learn as much as you can about it. So, you just go on here and start learning stuff about Twitter. But I do recommend it. Like I said, I was using a software, so I had some not so great experiences with it. But I still would recommend it because there's people that I know who their whole business is based on Twitter, and they're using that same method I just explained to you. All they do is follow other people that are interested in that niche, and they just post quality tweets out, and then send people to their page. They also message people too, so you can actually message people. Just say, hey, how you doing? I just followed you on Twitter. I see that you're trying to lose weight or something like that. Get the conversation going. And then if they say they're trying to lose weight, you can refer them to your free report or whatever. So, right, that's Twitter. Facebook page. All right, so your Facebook page, see if I can give you some examples on that. So with Facebook, your Facebook page, right? The whole, so the way how I use my Facebook page is I don't make a big deal out of it. I just put content on here. I put content on my Facebook page, and I put links to different stuff, different squeeze pages and stuff that I think will be beneficial for people. A Facebook page is just to like get exposure, just to have some presence on Facebook. I actually think your personal Facebook page is more powerful, mainly because more people will see that as opposed to your Facebook page. So like think about it, when you're on Facebook, are you really like spending your time on people's Facebook pages, or are you on their personal pages, right? You're mostly on their personal pages. So by the way, if you haven't added me on Facebook, go ahead. That's a great way for us to for us to stay in touch, and also for you to see what's going on. Other than receiving emails from me, but you can kind of see what's going on. I can also see what's going on with you and be helpful in any way that I can. But yeah, so with Facebook, I put more emphasis on my personal page. I'm not on here like promoting stuff though. I'm not like saying, hey, first 5 people sign up, you're gonna make $1,000 tonight. I'm not really doing that too much. Mostly what you'll see is I'm here to like give tips, motivation, information that's going to be of value to people, right? So if you look at my last post, what's my last post? This is like this is basically like an article that I wrote. So I wrote an article basically, or this is a post on waking people up. So like somebody read this post and they get fired up, they get motivated, like, man, I gotta achieve my goals. And that's all I want to do. Like, I don't really want to be on here selling people, like being annoying. But what happens here is someone may read this post and they'll come to me saying, hey man, you know what, that post was pretty, it was on point, it was speaking to me, and is there any way we can work together? Or so that's much better than me just like forcing myself on people, right? I'm just putting value out there, and whoever wants it, accepts it. Whoever doesn't, right? That's the key with Facebook. Put content out there. Whoever likes it. Whoever doesn't, who cares? You know what I mean? Just little posts, like little quotes like this are awesome as well. Like little pictures with your quote on there, and then you see they have their website, all right? So shout out to the Zam Rivers, but they have their quote here, and then they have their website. So like this is a great way to promote your business without being annoying. People on Facebook don't want to be pitched. That's kind of just not the vibe with Facebook. As opposed to, like, for example, the Word Forum. People go to Word Forum, they expect to be sold to. People on Facebook, not so much. All right. So the key to building a business with Facebook is to be real, be personable, be genuine. I need, like, even myself, I have no problem critiquing myself. I should be more, what's it called? Like showing more of my life, right? So, but this is me being real, actually, because I'm not the type to like take a bunch of pictures, but that's great. People that are taking pictures and showing people their life and giving them like this visual of like a real legit person. Those are the people that are going to build a strong brand, that are going to have people that connect with them, that are going to want to buy from them, that are going to want to take their advice, that type of thing. That's what I recommend. All right. All right. So press release. So it's pretty simple. I want to like speed through this. We're on number 9 of 25, so I want to like go a little faster with this. But basically, Fiverr. Go to Fiverr, press release. Boom. And I actually did this before. So you just hire somebody who has a good rating, and basically get them to write a press release for you, promoting your site. So I did it with a squeeze hit. I was promoting my vertical jump site, and I believe, this was, a little while back, so I can't tell you the exact numbers, but it was worth the investment. Right? So I paid $5 for press release, and they submitted a press release. So let me see, do they submit it on this one? For my press release ideas, submit. So you want to get someone to actually submit the press release, and you're gonna pick up you're gonna get some good exposure. Message the person first. Matter of fact, message the The gig sellers tell them, hey, I'd like to do a press release. What type of results can I expect? And then if it makes sense to you, go ahead and do it. From my perspective, it was worth it. That's why I included it in here. It's something you kind of just do one time. If you're just like building out a new business and you want some more exposure, you'll just you can get somebody to do a press release for you, and you're gonna get some exposure, and you might pick up some subscribers, you might pick up some sales. This is just another way to get traffic. All right. Ease on articles. All right, so we're gonna go through this one quick. Ease on articles. So the thing with ease on articles is it's not out of ease on articles and YouTube, I'd rather you spend your time on YouTube, right? But I would be lying if I said ease on articles can't get you some traffic, right? And the traffic here is passive. So what the thing with ease on articles? So it's not the most lucrative, powerful traffic generation method in the world, but what happens with ease on articles is because there's not as much people using it, you can still squeeze out some traffic out of here. So let's just look at the last 6 months. All right, so the last 6 months will be, let's start at September, right? See if it'll allow us to go from September 1st to January 18th. Okay. So, right, this isn't the most amazing results, right? But that's still exposure. So I got 229 views, 30 clicks to my sites, and a click-through rate of 13%. All right, nothing amazing, but that's still traffic, right? And this is passive. I don't sign into this site. These are just articles that I wrote a while back that are still sending me traffic. And this is to the Vertical Jump Prime. You can have multiple. So this is to online marketing niche. So this one I got 30 views, no URL clicks. The difference, so it's that's a significant difference, but because there's more, I wrote more articles in the Vertical Jump Prime niche. So just so you have an understanding, so I wrote 31, is that correct? 31 articles in this niche. So let's look at, let's do year to year. So let's do all right. So this kind of makes it more realistic here. So 30 articles that I wrote 3 years ago have given me 5 clicks in a year's time and 73 total views. So based on these stats, this wouldn't be the best way to be spending your time. Now this number here would be a lot more significant if it was also taking into consideration the views and clicks I got when I just posted these articles. So what I'm saying is when you just post an article, you get a burst of traffic. Why? Because when you just post an article, it goes to the home page of that article, right? Or that niche category. So, for example, so here's the article. This is where it would show up, right? How to grab your subscriber's attention with your subject line. Okay, this is the article I wrote. If I would have wrote this article today, it would show up on list building right here. So clearly I would get a lot more traffic as opposed to showing up on, out of 447 pages. So you can still get traffic from even articles. It's not going to be um, as beneficial as some of the other traffic generation methods I mentioned. But this is actually a free way to get traffic. So it's up to you to make that decision. We can look at this article. This was posted on the 15th. Um, so, but yeah, I want to include this just because I did, experience traffic from either articles. But I'm going to be real with you and just tell you, this is not the best way to get traffic. It is a way, but it's not the best way unless you're going to really hit this with quantity. So if you know the guy named Sean Mize, even when he just started doing this, he was still making like 10 articles a day to make this worthwhile. So if you're not willing to do 5 to 10 articles a day, yeah, probably want to stay away. Next one, forum marketing. So forum marketing, we can skim through this one pretty quickly, pretty straightforward. Just go to forums that have that are relevant to your niche, and focus on being active in the active in the forum, and basically like being friendly, like building relationships within the forum, helping people, like helping as much people as you can, answering questions. If you don't know the answer to questions, going and finding the answer and providing the answer, and building a presence of authority on that forum. What happens is when you build that presence of authority, which does take some time, but once it is built, people will come to you, right? At that point, you don't even have to work on getting traffic. I mean, the thing about traffic is in the beginning stages, the reason why you have to work so hard to get traffic is because no one knows who you are, right? That's the main issue with traffic, is that no one knows who you are. If you could become omnipresent, then your goal should be to become omnipresent. So to be all over the place, right? That's how you get traffic. To be all over the place. So if you look at Facebook ads, all it's really doing is just putting you in front of people, allowing you to be omnipresent. Instead of just being in one place at one time, now you're able to be in other places. The problem is obscurity. So people just don't know who you are. You're just not in enough places at enough time. So when you go in a forum, if people keep seeing you in the forum, you're always helping, you're always doing this, you're always helping, eventually they get to a point where, like, man, this guy is like helping me. Like, he's really in here every day, providing value, giving stuff away for free that I pay. That in some cases they pay for information similar to the information you're giving them for free. Now, a week, month, a year later, when they have some money to invest in products or coaching or whatever, they think your name comes up first in their mind, like, hey, you know what, this guy, if I had to choose someone to work with, it would probably be this guy, because this guy has been helping me. He's a legit person. He's not really hiding behind a camera, that type of thing. So, it's worth, full marketing is worth it. And then if you're allowed to use a signature, that's even better. You can put a link to your squeeze page or your website in your signature. Right? Write an ebook. All right, so basically what happens here is when you write an ebook, automatically you are looked upon as an authority. It just doesn't matter if the ebook is, I mean, if the ebook is like utter garbage, then yeah, that's not gonna help you out. But like the ebook just needs to be good, right? It just needs to be good. It doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be, groundbreaking. I mean, if it is groundbreaking, awesome, but it doesn't need to be. It just needs to be solid. It needs to be helpful. It needs to get people results. And once you create this ebook, let it be known that you have created an ebook. Right. So the great thing about the word form is when you create an ebook, you can just simply just post it on the word form. Now people know, hey, I created an ebook. I'm the man or I'm the woman. Right. I'm over here providing value in ebook format. All right. So so that's kind of like that's the vibe or the energy you put out. Once you create an ebook, it's like people start taking you seriously, right? Because you've done something that most people would not do, especially in other niches. So like make money online is kind of a common thing. You see a bunch of people selling ebooks. But if you go in another niche and you create an ebook, people take you seriously. So with me, I know this very well that when you create an ebook, things change. When you create products, things change. It's just the perception changes. But the key is to get that product in front of enough people, right? So, like if you can get that product in front of thousands of people, a percentage of those people are just gonna, be impressed. They're gonna say, "Wow, this guy has this product. It's a cool guy. I relate to him." Um, and you build that long-term relationship, which leads to repeat buys. Um, just what's it called? Um, not trust. Not trust is not the word I'm looking for, but uh, not commitment. Um, the word's not coming to me, but it's basically like commitment. Like they're kind of like committed to you. You know what I'm saying? They see you as the guy that has helped and changed. Changed their life basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you want to create. Is you want to become that person that they look up to, a role model basically. When you create an ebook, you become a role model. You become a thought leader. Um, because you know what I'm saying, you're putting your opinion out there. In order to become you know what an expert is? An expert is someone who puts their opinion out there on a specific subject and stands behind it and doesn't falter, like doesn't budge, doesn't get shook. Like that's pretty much what an expert. You look at an expert, all they do is they give their opinions on stuff based on their experience, and they stand behind it. Right? It's publicly known. That's basically what an expert is. But it's based on like a specific type, specific specialized type information, right? So their opinion is consistent with this specific niche. So they're giving their opinion on Facebook ads, or they're giving their opinion on list building, their opinion on whatever. That's what a expert is. So when you create an ebook, you're basically giving your opinion on that topic of whatever the ebook is about. Banner ads. So banner ads basically go into any site in your niche that has a lot of traffic. So we can just use a word form in this example, and purchasing a banner ad. So that picture right there is what we would call a banner ad. So, word form, I've tested it out. You can get some good traffic from the word form by doing a banner ad. You can do it on many other places. I'm trying to think. There's like this site. If it comes to me, I'll let you know. But there's actually a site where you can basically find banner ads. Is it $20 ad? $20 banners. No, it's not $20 banner. But $20, just real quickly, if you wanted to get someone to create a banner for you, recommend this site. $20 banners. They create some awesome banners for you. It's only $20. All right, but yeah, banner ad basically you just find sites in your niche that have traffic and tell them, hey, how much for a banner on your site, and work something out with them. And with the Warrior form is $100, I believe, to have a banner ad for 1 day, and then $50 to put it down here. So it's not cheap, but if you have a good offer, it may be worth it. So banner ads, yeah, I recommend them. If you have money to invest in paid traffic, matter of fact, if you get a banner ad and you put the right offer on the right page, I mean, you can print money. So it just comes down to finding the right site and giving them the right offer. All right, blogging repurposing. So basically, whenever I make a blog, I don't just make a blog and that's it. I make a blog and I actually I take the content and I repurpose it. Okay, so I use it in various ways. So I may take that blog post, I may turn it into a video, I may turn it into a short version and put it on Facebook and send it to my list. I may post it in a forum. I may take it and turn it into a product somehow, maybe like a free report or something, or audio course or something. So, and then when you do this, you basically take one thing and you turn it into like it's basically like it's like a magnet for more traffic, right? Because when you take a blog post, turn it into a Facebook post, now you get traffic from Facebook. Turn it into a YouTube video, now you get traffic from YouTube. You turn it into a free report, now you're building your list using it. So this is like a way to get traffic in various ways from one piece of content. So this is like, I never have issues with content because I understand repurposing. Right? So if you're having issues with content, with building content, with with investing your time in creating a blog post and maybe you post up the blog and you're not getting a lot of traffic, well, instead of just leaving it there, you can do various things with it. Okay, so that's what I learned over the years. It's like never accept not getting what you want, basically, right? So like if you create a blog, you put it on you create a blog post, put it on your blog, and you only get like a couple of visitors. Don't just like sit there and just be like, oh man, that was just sad. Take that content and do something with it. Kind of like how people repurpose PLR. You can repurpose your blog. So that's pretty much that. It comes to logging, repurposing. All right, next thing, reading summaries. So no one should ever say they can't come up with content, because if you really think about it, a lot of the information on the internet is just information that people have known for years. I mean, seriously, like a lot of the information that is being taught is stuff that like everyone knows. I mean, everyone knows this information. The thing is, basically nothing's new under the sun. The same marketing principles that are being taught, strategies, people are just like restructuring them or adding twists or changing them up, adding a different just adding their own style onto something that is already out there. You know what I'm saying? But so where I'm going with this is, if you want to create content and you want to drive traffic, all you have to do is educate yourself. Educate yourself on the topics you want to be good at, and take that information and summarize it. So the best way to learn, they say, is to teach, right? The best way to learn something is to teach it, because when you're teaching something, the limiting beliefs and excuses are removed, because now you're putting it you're just putting the information out there for someone else to use, and it's up to that person to decide whether they're going to use it or make excuse or whatever. So with reading summaries, sometimes, especially in the beginning, my content was it was me learning stuff and putting that information into my own words and putting it out there, right? So some of my posts on the Word forum, some of my posts on Facebook, it's me reading books, watching videos, going through courses, and then summarizing the information that I learned. So it's not like I'm just like some type of guy that just knows a bunch of stuff. Like I go and I learn it, and then I put it out there. So that's what you want to start doing. If you want to get to a position where you're making, a good amount of money, for me, when I say good amount of money, I'm talking 6 figures per year. If you want to get to that point where you're making 6 figures per year, you have to be one of those guys that is putting out content, one of those guys that are putting their opinions out there, that are telling people how things need to be done, what needs to be done to achieve their goals. That's what an authority is. That's why people who make a lot of, if you look at people who make a lot of money, a lot of the times they're just making a lot of money because they're putting themselves out there. Like you have authorities that are saying basic stuff, simple stuff that everyone knows, but the reason why they're so successful is because they're putting it out there. They're putting themselves out there. They're putting their content out there. They're being certain in their beliefs, in their purpose, in their goals. They know what they want. They're going after it. They're helping people. They're putting their personality out there. And once you do this, what happens is this is why they're paid so much money, because most people don't want to deal with the bad part about this. So when you put yourself out there, you're going to get negative energy back as well. You're going to get positive people. You're going to get people that love you, that respect you, that type of thing. You're also going to get people that are just going to like clown you, make fun of you, say things about you. Like even if you're doing something good. I remember I was watching this video and this guy was on a train and he was basically trying to motivate people to pursue their dreams, right? He was on the train and he was saying, you know what, I know you're on your way to a job that you hate. Why don't you think about, pursuing your dreams, stepping out your comfort zone today. Make one step towards your goals, right? That's what he was preaching or saying on the train. You see all these comments. This is a post on a Facebook video, it's a Facebook post. You see these comments that people saying, shut up, you suck. If I was in that train, I would have beat you up. Just all this negative stuff. But that guy doesn't care because he's making 7 figures a year because he's putting himself out there. He's helping people. That's good information that he's putting out there. That's good content. But people are attacking him because they're haters. They're the reason. A lot of times when somebody's hating on you, it's a reflection of themselves. Like something is not going well in their life, and so because they feel bad, they want to make others feel bad. And that's just the reality of it. So point being, if you want to get paid more, you have to be willing to step out your comfort zone. Create a new comfort zone. So my comfort zone now is completely different from what it was 5 years ago. And so, my goal with anyone who listens to my content and buys my product and stuff like that is to tell the truth of what's really working. So you look at my products, I'm teaching list building, I'm teaching YouTube video marketing. I'm not teaching like loopholes and sneaky way to make money. I don't teach that because that's not the truth. The truth is become an authority, become a businessman, a businesswoman, become someone that people can look up to, become a role model. That's the truth. So, as far as reading summaries, just read, get as much information you can on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to get traffic, get the information and put it out there. Teach it. Show people how to do it. Apply it as well. So I'm not saying go and teach and don't do anything. As I'm teaching, I'm also applying. So you can apply something, teach and say, hey, you know what? let me tell you what doesn't work. Maybe you found out some stuff that doesn't work. Make a post and show people what doesn't work. So they'll thank you for that too. So that's just how you can use that to get traffic. So the way you would get traffic from this is by when you put information out there and people see the information, you will it's called attraction marketing. So you will attract people who relate and understand your message, basically. Joint ventures. All right, so it's another great way to get traffic. Basically, you JV with someone who's already getting traffic, someone who already has a list or someone who already has connections or whatever the case may be. JV with them. So this is kind of like a numbers game, but you can increase your numbers by focusing on building relationships first. So I would never tell someone to go on Facebook and just spam post people and say, hey, want to be JV? Hey, want to JV? Hey, want to... No. Find people who would be legitimate, profitable, like ideal people you'd want to work with in a joint venture, and reach out to them in a personal way. Say, hey, how you doing? I saw some of your product launches. Congrats on product launch XYZ. I saw some of the numbers. I actually bought the product. It was amazing. You know what I'm saying? So be real. Be real with the person. Don't look at them as a number, and let them know what's up. Tell them, start that conversation, get it going, and then, at the end, just let them know, hey, you know what, I've been watching your videos or something. I don't know. I'm watching your videos. I want to put your product into action. I realize, I've been taking a lot of action, but I've still been running into obstacles. I feel like a great way for me to build my business and also help you at the same time is to do a JV. So before you present this offer, make sure there's something in it for them too, right? So with a JV, if you're a newbie and you're talking about JV, you got to come to them with a product or something, right? You got to come with some type of product. It has to be, a decent product. It has to make sense. Or if you don't have a product, you have to come to them with a skill. Maybe you're good at Facebook ads. Maybe you're good at content creation. So you got to have, there has to be a reason for them to want to do it, actually. So I know from experience, I've done JVs in the past. The key is, first of all, being personable, so like being real with them. And then second is to bring something to the table. So I was able to work with some high-level people because I brought something to the table, whether it was extreme work ethic, whether it was products, whether it was some type of foundation, maybe I had a list. Come to these people with some type of leverage, right? And they'll be a lot more likely to JV with you. And if you JV with the right person, you can make a lot of money. Yeah, you can make a lot of money. It's you have to be smart, be wise. Like, ask yourself, what can I bring to the table, and who can I team up with that will allow us to achieve a specific goal, right? So that's the mindset. And you can JV with multiple people. Don't think, I can only JV with this one person and we just focus on this thing. You can have multiple things going on, as long as you can commit to multiple things. I've JV with multiple people in the past and had some good JVs, had some bad JVs, but I always learn from every experience. So it will be a learning experience. That's one thing. When you JV with someone at a higher level, you will learn a lot. Even if things go bad, you will learn a lot, and it will make you stronger or make you better, make you more confident, make you a better leader, make you more successful. Work for a traffic expert. So basically, you find someone who is doing well with traffic generation, and you propose to work for them, even for free if necessary. What's going to happen in this situation is you're going to pick up on what's working for them. You'll be able to apply it to your own business. So I mainly have done the JV thing, right? I never really did the work for a traffic expert thing, but I've had people work for me because they wanted to learn what was going on in my business, right? I've had that happen. Not a I don't do I don't accept it as much anymore because it's um I just don't really need um anyone working for me. At least not at the moment, not most of the time. I have like a team or whatever. But if you can, the whole point is like if you can put yourself in a situation where you're able to see what is working, um, you should do it. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't have a big income and you can't really do the testing you need to do on your own. Just get involved with people who are driving traffic. You get to see the reality. What you will notice, because I've seen myself, is like anything else, like celebrities, like all these like authority figures, they only show the good. They only show the amazing stuff. They don't show the bad, right? So when you actually work with them, you get to see these are real people, right? Yes, they're getting great results, but they're also having they also have some failures too. So it's kind of like Michael Jordan or a great basketball player. Yes, Michael Jordan has made a lot of amazing shots. He has dunked the ball. He's done all these great things. He also missed a lot of shots too. I think it's Barry Bonds or some baseball player I know. Like he was like known to be the best batter or something like that, but he had the most strikeouts, right? So the reality is you'll get to see that realistically there's wins and there's losses. It's not always win, 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 win. That's not how it works. There's wins and losses. The successful people are the people who don't stop when they lose. So you may lose, you may take a loss, or you may take a hit, but you keep going, right? And that is, I must say, that is one of the traits that I see in all the successful people. None of them are missing this trait. The fact that when they do get hit, when they do something that doesn't work out, they continue moving. If a campaign is not going well, they figure out how to make it go well. Um, it just does. There's no like, I quit. There's no. It's not. It doesn't even. You don't even hear those words, right? I give up, or it's too hard, or it's too. You know what I'm saying? You never hear that. So working for a traffic generation expert um, helps you see things for how they really are. Um, I know people who charge thousands of dollars to do your traffic, and they go through the same testing phase as everyone else, but they charge high, expensive price because of their popularity, basically, right? It's kind of like like a premium service or a premium product. Like headphones. Like you have the if you live in the U.S., you know about the Beats by Dre. Um, Definitely you would know about the Beats by Dre, or you might know about Monster Products, or you just know about like a car. Like all cars do the same thing. They all drive you from destination to destination. But if you put a Mercedes sign on the car, now it's more expensive just because it is Mercedes. So the same thing here. Yeah, everyone's pretty much doing the same thing, but you have certain people who can charge more because first of all, they're doing it consistently, they're doing it at a high level, and they're putting themselves out there, right? So just look at it that way. You know what I'm saying? If working for a traffic expert, you get to learn from them, you get to see the reality of things, and it's it's um it's a powerful experiences, and it makes you stronger. All right, hire an expert to drive traffic for you. So this is if you have some money to spend, why not, right? Why not hire an expert to drive traffic for you? Um, Basically, what will happen here is you end up spending. Some of them charge by the hour. You can expect like for example, like Facebook ads. If you talk about an expert, they're gonna charge you maybe like $300 an hour or something like that. Some of them may be a little bit lower, and then some of them will charge like a package, maybe like a $10,000 package to work on your ads for a certain amount of time, or whatever. Um, They will drive traffic for you. They'll do all the testing, everything, and then they'll get a campaign running for you, which is great. So this is another way to get traffic. Expensive, but it works. You know, you get an expert to do something for you. At least you don't have to worry about the headaches that come with doing it yourself. You just have to deal with the costs. But you know, it's your business, so you know you have to decide how you're going to invest in your business. This is one way to do it. Get your site reviewed. So you can actually get your website reviewed. So basically, there's certain people who have a site where they review sites. So you can just look out for those people. They might be in your niche. Or site review or product review as well. You have some people who will review your product. You can reach out to them. Site review blog. Anyway, you can look out for you know, sites that review. This kind of takes some searching. You can type in your niche too. So I know I came across a couple in the past. This is just another way to get like some extra traffic. This wouldn't be like a main way to get traffic. Like it wouldn't be something you would spend hours on, but you know, just it's an additional way to get some traffic. Just get someone to review your site. Website review blog. So you know, you have different sites that actually review. You can reach out. These seem to be more on the high end. I mean, you know, you never know. So I would reach out to any site that's doing reviews in your niche, and it's just like a little extra traffic. I mainly get people to review my products. So like if you type in, let's see, if you type in Loss to Boss. You will find that, you know, my people reviewing it. Let's try this. Loss to Boss passive income system. Loss to Boss passive income system. All right, so some of these are like the corny review sites, but you have some people that are actually reviewing the product for real. So this is basically like having an affiliate. So this guy's reviewing it. So you can reach out to people. Like if you see people review blogs in your niche, they're reviewing products or reviewing sites, whatever, reach out and do business with them. So you don't necessarily have to get your site reviewed. Just like see if you can do business with people. That's one of the things that I started doing that has made a huge difference is putting time and effort into building relationships with other marketers, other people, because at the end of the day, we all want to be successful. So the more people you can work with that have the same mindset as you, as far as our vision as you, as far as building a successful business, the better, you know. You look at a lot of successful people, you just don't know about the stuff that they tried that didn't work. But if a lot of times if you just try one thing, you can't. It's very unlikely that just one thing is going to work. You try a couple different things and then something works, right? But there's a difference between um, being distracted, and you know, being open to opportunities, right? So, for example, I may be focusing on creating a product, right? Maybe I'm working on creating a product, but if someone reaches out to me and says, "Hey, he already has a product that's done, and he wants to team up to launch it," um, maybe I should entertain the idea of getting that experience, right? And I can continue to create my product, but this is, a legitimate experience I should entertain. An example of what you wouldn't want to do is if you're creating a product and then you see someone sends the opportunity saying you can make 5,000 per month if you buy their product, you probably wouldn't want to do that because the reason you're creating a product is because you bought a product that told you to create a product. So you should finish that as opposed to buying another product that can tell you to do something else. But if you have an opportunity to work with someone personally to better yourself, to get closer to your goals, those experiences are very valuable. That's all I can say about that. Warrior Forum. All right, so doing a WSO, great way to get some traffic. You can do a free WSO on the free classified ads section, or you can do a paid WSO on the WSO section. And you can build your buyers list by doing a $1 WSO. So you do a $1 WSO on here. Or you can do a free WSO in the classified ads section. All right. Networking. So forum marketing, kind of went over this a little bit. But basically, pretty much just helping people. You're going to have people asking questions. You just respond to their questions with valuable answers, no quick, short answers. Give them like a lengthy response. They just respect that more. It kind of shows more interest in helping. And in the beginning, you really want to build that credibility, right? Really want to build a strong brand. So the best way to do that is helping people as much as you can. Right? Solo ads. All right, so solo ads, it's pretty straightforward. You actually have people on the Warrior Forum that you can pay for solo ads. So you can reach out to people, like message them, and see if it's worth your time. I also recommend Udemy. So solo ads is straightforward. You basically pay someone for a certain amount of clicks. Always recommend you send people to a squeeze page. The goal is to build your list, but also make some sales. So it's pretty straightforward. The thing with solo ads is, especially to make money online niche, is basically like a bunch of subscribers that are being tossed around, and like they have a bunch of people who are promoting to them. So you have to stand out from the rest. And one of the best ways to stand out is to be real, be you, be genuine. If you're not willing to do that, then you have to really, really, really focus on hype, sales copy. So you got to get really good at copywriting, or hire someone to do your copywriting. Right. So that's that for solo ads. PPC, pay per click. So this is, I only recommend PPC and paid advertising in general when you know you have an offer that is converting. So I always tell people to start off with free traffic methods like forum marketing and YouTube, and the more inexpensive traffic generation methods, because we want to see, like, is the thing we're promoting, do people actually want it? If people don't want it, what's the point, right? What's the point of investing in traffic if people aren't going to buy it? So with PPC, it's like after like, all right, people love my product, people have been buying it, and or if you're an affiliate of the product that you're promoting, you already know people are buying it, then you can look into PPC, and just make sure your targeting is on point, you're targeting the right people, and you're putting the right offer in front of them, and PPC can be very beneficial. When it comes to PPC, I mean, I don't really touch Google too much. I mean, Bing would be the one I would recommend. If you're going to do PPC, make sure you know what you're doing. So, get on, watch a couple tutorials first. Jump on YouTube, watch some trainings to learn the basics, and maybe even look out for some people who are using that specific PPC platform, and just follow them and see what they've been doing. Right, so there's like a ton of tutorials on PPC campaigns and stuff like that. So so this is what I would recommend. All right, so 24, find a hub and become an authority. So basically, a hub is a place, location, an environment, a platform where it's a potential gold mine if you position yourself properly and you sell. Okay. So the Warrior Forum could be considered a hub because you position yourself properly and you sell the gold mine. So when I say find a hub, this would depend. This can be offline. This can be online. It could be offline. It doesn't matter. It's a place, an area, platform, environment, group where your ideal target audience is available, and you have the opportunity to present yourself as an authority, as someone who they should listen to, who can solve their problems, and you sell something. So find a hub means find a place where you can continuously tap into, on demand, get your target audience, position yourself as an authority, and make sales. So, find one, whether it's Facebook, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Twitter, whether it's the Warrior Forum, whether it's another forum, whether it's an event, a meetup, a group gathering, whatever it is. Find that hub, right? My hub was the Warrior Forum, and my list, right? Warrior Forum, my list. Those are my hubs. And Facebook. Now that's like my new hub that I'm building upon, right? So Warrior Forum and my list are my main ones, but you want to have others, because you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, right? And I forgot to mention YouTube, of course, YouTube, right? So these are hubs. You want to at least have one hub though, like at least one hub, right? Your main go-to place. So like me personally, I need money, I know where to go to get money. And I don't mean it in the way of taking people's money. I mean it in the way of providing value in exchange for money. So on the Warrior Forum, when I want to make money, I don't say I want to make money. How can I get money? That's the way. No, I say how can I provide enough value so that someone would want to give me money. That's how you need to think. That is the shift that needs to be made. As a producer, as an expert, as an authority, this is how we think. How can I provide so much value that it'd be hard for this person to say no? If this person says no, it's because they don't believe in themselves, or they just don't need that particular thing, or they're just not decisive or something. I don't want it to be because my offer is not good enough. I don't want it to be because the value is not there. I want it to be because something be on their part, right? So, point being, you want to be in a place where people, what they want, right? And all you need to do is provide it to them. So on the Warrior Forum, we know people want to make money online. So that's why all the offers are about making money online. So you need to find your hub, and you need to provide what they want, right? So that's how you make a consistent income online. That's how you get consistent traffic. It's by understanding this. Find your hub, master your hub. When you just go to your hub, you may not, make millions right off the gate, but knowing that if you stay consistent, if you put in your effort, if you pay your dues, you will get to a point where you can basically create your ideal lifestyle. Have your ideal income, make consistent income, and not have to worry about how you're going to make money the next day. All right, so we finally got to number 25, all right? And number 25 is a traffic generation method that some of you may just shut off the leave the workshop right when you see this, because you don't want to have nothing to do with offline. Some of you don't have a problem with it, but some of you don't want to have nothing to do with offline marketing whatsoever. But the funny thing is, offline marketing in some cases might be the most powerful way to build your business, because you got to think of it like this. Most people are afraid to market offline. Most people are afraid to speak at events, go to meetups, network. Most people are afraid to do this. So if you do it, it's like you have a monopoly basically. It's like a shark in a fish tank type of thing, right? One shark in a fish tank. If you get where I'm going with this, there's no competition basically. No one else is doing what you're. If you're an online marketer, think of it this way. I remember I went to a meetup. I went to an event, and at the event, it was like a meetup of business owners, people who have their own business or want to start their own business, whatever. I went to this meetup event with the intention of just networking, of just meeting people. But I went to this event and I explained that I'm an online marketer, that I make money online and I create my own products and other stuff. These people were extremely impressed. They were very interested in what I had to say. A lot of, basically some of them were setting up appointments with me to speak to me, because usually, I'm the one setting up the appointments or whatever. They're like, hey, when can we speak? Hey, can you meet up at my office this day? They wanted to work with me. They wanted to hire me to do business with them, because they don't know about online marketing, or they know about it, they don't know how to do it. They never heard of someone who's actually doing it in their local area. So those were potential clients for me. I ended up working with some of them. So that was like a little hub that I didn't even realize. And my eyes were turned off from it because I always think online marketing, online marketing, online marketing. But offline marketing is, you know, it gives you an opportunity to, take what you've learned in online marketing and help people that know nothing. So, I speak to different people and they say, hey, I can't coach or I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have any results or I'm not that good or whatever. But you can coach people who don't know anything, right? So if you have a squeeze page, if you go to some of these events, you tell people, hey, I got this squeeze page, I got this blog up. Some of them don't even really care about making money because they know that if you have a squeeze page and you know what you're doing, you can make money. They just want to know how to make a squeeze page. So if you can help them do that, you change their life because now they may already have a business, but they weren't getting traffic online. So now they have a squeeze page, they can start getting traffic online. You just help them double their business, right? Maybe you're not making any money, but just by teaching them how to set up a squeeze page, you change their life. Now you have a testimonial, right? So that's number 25. Finally, we have come to the end. So the question now is, after going through this training, this presentation, you know how to get traffic now. I mean, there's no question. I just delivered to you 25 different ways to get traffic. Without a doubt, you know how to get traffic right now. You know how, right? You understand what you could do. What you should do and what I recommend is you take at least three of these traffic generation methods and put them into action. All right, my 3 traffic generations I mostly spend most of my time on are YouTube, my list, Facebook. We could put the Warrior Forum in there as well. But those are the main ways I get traffic. Right? I get traffic from a couple other these other ways that I mentioned to you, but those are the top 3 to 4, right? So I recommend you have 3 or 4 traffic generation methods that you focus on. One traffic generation method can make you a lot of money, but like I said, you want to have you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket, basically. This is the best traffic generation methods that I've come across, and they have been proven by myself and many others. So these are like these traffic generation methods can make you 6 figures this year. Because if you understand online marketing, you understand that it comes down to traffic and conversion. You get a high converting offer in front of targeted traffic, you can make as much money as you want to make, as long as you know how to scale up. So point being, like we talked about YouTube video marketing, we talked about Facebook, we talked about content repurposing, we talked about networking, we talked about joint ventures. I mean, all of these things by themselves can make you so much money. So, I mean, there's no, your search for traffic should be over after this. I mean, you should know that choose 3 of these traffic generation methods and you're good to go. Master them, all right? So don't just take 3 traffic generation methods and say, all right, cool. Let me see if I can get some traffic. No, your mindset should be, I want to master these traffic generation methods because you don't want to have this problem anymore. Like, not getting traffic is a problem. It's a serious problem. No successful business is having the problem of getting traffic. Because you need traffic to be successful. You need people to buy your stuff. If nobody buys nothing, no money is made. So these are the best. So choose 3. The goal should be, so like if you're not getting at least 100 visitors to your site on a daily basis, and you don't have a list, and you don't have a following, you don't have a brand, that's the issue. So what you want to do is focus on getting at least 100 visitors per day to your offers, right? That's your goal. And build a list. Those 2 things. Get 100 visitors to your site and offer every single day, targeted visitors, and build your list every single day. You do those two things, you can build a six-figure business. I'm telling you, build a list. That's the number one thing. Like every single day, you should be building a list. I don't care I don't care what any marketer has to say. Like you must focus on that, because once you have a list, now you have some form of security, right? Because you can email that list and you can make money from that list, especially if you understand high ticket, which that's another teaching for another day. But yeah, build your list. All right, so now that I reveal my traffic generation methods to you, how would you like a personalized traffic action plan? All right, I've decided to open up my schedule next week to spend an hour with 5 people and help them with a personalized action plan to get more traffic than they can handle in 2017. All right. My promise to you is that once you get off that call with me, you will have absolute 100% clarity that you'll be able to get thousands of targeted visitors to your sites and offers and explode your income. I also reveal how I made $50K in 90 days with free traffic and without having to create a product. All right, so let's make sure we're clear and we understand what this is that I'm doing for you. Traffic is important, and if I want to help you guys get to 6 figures, you need to deal with this issue, okay? In order to get traffic, consistent traffic, you need to have a plan. There needs to be a plan in place to get that traffic. In the beginning, you don't just wake up the next day and think, oh, I'm going to get 1,000 visitors tomorrow. That is you can get 1,000 visitors, but you don't just want to, like for example, with Facebook ads, you can go and put out an ad and get 1,000 visitors, but you can get 1,000 visitors and nobody is really that interested in what you have to sell. So therefore, those visitors aren't really of much value to you. So I want to help you get targeted visitors. I want to help you get traffic that is of value to you, that will make a difference in your life. All right, so I'm going to help you with an action plan that will do that. And once we get off the call, you will know with certainty what steps you need to take to move you closer to your goal. All right. The problem is, if you don't address this problem, years will pass and you'll still be dealing with the same problem. And if you're still dealing with the same problem, you're not going to hit your goals. Your problems need to change. When you get successful, you get to a certain point, your problems change. So, like for example, my problem is not necessarily traffic. Maybe my problem is having too many clients, or maybe my problem is not having enough time to do all the things I want to do. Those are the kind of problems you want to start having, because those are good problems. You have too many clients, or you have too many things to do, or you're making money, but you're not saving it properly or whatever. Those are the type of problems you want to have. You don't want to have a problem of not knowing how to get traffic. That's that needs to be dealt with. So that's the whole point. We're going to deal with that, and then I'm going to show you how to make $50K in 90 days with free traffic. So how I did it. Now, you may when I reveal the system to you, you may say, wow, it sounds pretty simple. Because it is very simple to make $50K in 90 days. However, there's a difference between simple and easy. So I'm not going to say it was easy. Actually, easy, it depends how you put that, because if you compare how I made that $50K in 90 days to working a 9-to-5, I would every time I'm going to say it was easy, because I know what it is to work a 9-to-5, and that's not easy. For me, it was torture. But anyway, I'm going to show you how to make $50K in 90 days with free traffic and without having to create a product. So that's what we're going to address on that call. So just think about it. What if traffic was never a problem for you ever again? Imagine the day, boy oh boy, imagine that day when you are getting consistent targeted traffic and you're making consistent targeted sales. All right? That is what we want, right? So that's what's going to happen on that traffic strategy session. I'm going to give you a plan that's going to allow you to move towards that. Okay, it is a process, all right? It is a process you need to go through. But once you have that plan, you know that within a short period of time, you will see yourself moving closer and closer to your goal. It's a daily thing. Every day you should be moving closer and closer to your goal. It doesn't happen overnight, but if you're not moving closer and closer to your goal every day, that's an issue. So that's what I'm going to help you with in this traffic strategy session. All right, so if you want to get this traffic strategy session, and also I will be giving away $20. I don't know, I just feel generous. I'm going to be giving away $20. So the way how to win the $20 and also get this free traffic strategy session, email me, trey@fearlessboss.com, and tell me your full story of how you got into online marketing, some of your struggles, and why you need a traffic strategy session and how it will help you achieve your goals. So basically just let me know in full detail how did you even get introduced to online marketing? Why are you pursuing it? What are your struggles? What have you been struggling with? And why you need traffic? Why you want to get on this traffic strategy session, how this will help you achieve your goals. And to win the $20, so I'm only giving the $20 for one person, not all 5 people. So at the end of the email, once you're done explaining all that stuff about your story, just guess a number from 1 to 10. I just, keep it simple. And if you guess right, you get $20, right? So, like I said, I'm just feeling generous. No, amazing reason why I'm giving away $20. I just want to give away $20. So, so just guess from 1 to 10, and we'll once I get the emails, I'll see whoever got the closest will get $20. Or whoever actually gets the number will get $20. 2 people get it, then I'll give away $40. So that's that. So whoever sends me an email telling me their online marketing story, chooses the right number or close to the number, will get $20. And then the other 4 will get the free traffic strategy session, and we'll find out how to make $50K in 90 days without creating a product and with free traffic. You're going to learn that from me personally on a call. So I did do a training on it, but there's a difference between getting a training and actually me showing you how it's done one-on-one. All right. So awesome. All right. Boom. So we have come to the end. So all you need to do, email me if you're interested in the strategy session. Just email me at trey@fearlessboss.com, and we'll go ahead and jump on that call. I know some people didn't make it. I got some emails and stuff seeing that some people wanted to be on the call. So I will be doing a replay. So if you came in late and you didn't really get the whole thing, I did record this. Well, I pressed the record button, so hopefully it recorded. But so I will send out the replay so you guys can have this. You can refer back to it, and basically have 25 different ways to get traffic. Also, go ahead and email me. I'm looking forward to speaking to you guys about getting your traffic handled. I know that's going to be very beneficial for the 5 people who get the opportunity. As far as questions, let's see here. So somebody came in late and said, what's my favorite traffic method? My favorite traffic method. Okay, good question. Favorite. So it would have to be. I would have to say the Warrior Forum. For me personally. So this is not my favorite for everyone. The reason it's my favorite for me is because of what I said about the hub. So having a hub, all right. So on the Warrior Forum, that's like a hub of people who we know are interested in certain things. So because I understand copy, sales copy, and I understand, and I also have a presence on the Warrior Forum because I've helped so many people there. I can put out a offer and sell something, like within 24 hours, which is great, and then to put the offer out there is only $20. So for me, it would be the Warrior Forum because I can make something happen really quickly with using the Warrior Forum. And I understand it. I've done it many times. I like YouTube as well because of the passive element. YouTube, once you put up the videos, the traffic continues to come in for years. If you do it right, it will build your list for you for years as well. And then Facebook is up there as well because of the speed. So like if you have $100 to invest in Facebook ads and you understand interest and how to target properly, and you have a good, solid, high-ticket offer, and you know how to close. So my goal when I do Facebook advertising is to get appointments, right? To speak to people. Because the more people I speak to, the more potential clients I have, right? Because my main business is consulting, coaching. So I can put out an ad and just say, hey, if you want to know how to do X, Y, Z, I can show proof of the people I've helped, and then I can get them, to tell them, hey, schedule a call, and I'll speak to them, and I can close them into one of my programs. And, now I have a new client that I'm helping, and potential testimony, all these great things come from that, just from $100 spent on Facebook. So even if I spend $100 and I close a client on, let's say 1,000 or something like that, 10,000, whatever it is, that is very beneficial for me because of the way I'm doing things. That's why towards the end of my career, I started focusing and teaching more about my high ticket stuff because that kind of makes things a lot more effective, right? Because when you have high ticket, you can invest more and it will still be worthwhile, right? So I see one more question. All right. Okay, so this question is, how long does it take to get consistent traffic on YouTube? All right, so with YouTube, I did a check my email, see if there's any questions. With YouTube, I did a 30-day challenge. I went 30 days straight, and I made a YouTube video. Actually, I made one to three YouTube videos per day for 30 days straight. And that's when I started making consistent sales. So basically what I notice is, I don't know if you guys believe in God or believe in the universe. I don't want to get into that, but when you put your all and you really give a good effort and you really take things seriously and just put your go all in, you get rewarded somehow. So like I said, my videos weren't amazing, they weren't great, but I just followed a system that was already proven and tested to work, and I just took action and I just went crazy. I went one to three videos a day consistently for 30 days, and I started seeing traffic and sales. Started building my list and started making affiliate commissions from ClickBank. So the key was building my list, and the key was staying consistent. So you do those two things, 30 days straight, you make a video per day, you follow the plan. So on my site, I have the YouTube trainings, the Simple 2 Profits, and I also have Lost to Boss. And they all kind of go over the same system for YouTube video marketing. But basically, if you apply that, for 30 days straight, you will see consistent traffic start coming in. You start building a list, you start seeing sales. Um, but that's a video a day. All right, so just to get it straight, like I'm not saying just like focus on YouTube video market for 30 days, you're gonna make sales. No, you got to make a video a day at least, minimum, and you need to follow the system that I teach to expect great results. Another question here. I've been struggling. All right. So basically, this question is you want to do paid traffic, but you don't have a lot of money, and you don't want to do free traffic. All right. So what do you do if you don't have the time for free traffic, but you want to do paid traffic? Okay. So the question is, what do you do if you don't want to do free traffic, but you have let me get this straight. What do you do if you don't want to do free traffic because you don't have the time, but you don't have the money for paid traffic? Okay, all right, we got it. So if this is the case, you do not want to do free traffic at all. You're not with it. You just don't want to do it. And you want to do paid traffic, but you don't have a lot of money to invest. So paid traffic, so it depends what you mean by paid traffic, first of all, because you can consider WSO to be paid traffic because you have to pay for it, right? But it's only $20. And if you do things right, you can recoup your investment, build a list, blah blah blah, and turn it into money, right? So to put in perspective, I'll just give you an example. If someone came to me right now and said they only had $20, what I would tell them to do is make a WSO and price it at $1, have an upsell at $9, have an email follow-up promoting affiliate offers relevant to that offer, or some type of high ticket, and any money that is made reinvest into the business. So you have to be strategic. Like whatever your situation is always a way to make it work. So $20, that would be what I would say. So that would be kind of your situation in a sense. But if you probably might say, what if I don't want to create a WSO? So one thing about making money online that I noticed is you have to get to a point where you just kind of just eliminate the excuses. You stop making excuses. You kind of just do stuff because you just want it so badly, right? So I could tell you like so many stories of me staying up late, which you guys can probably relate to as well. But like staying up late and just like staying up late doing the wrong thing, right? But I was willing to do that because I wanted so bad. I didn't know it was the wrong thing at the time, but I was staying up late doing these loopholes and all this like weird ways to make money online. But I did it because I wanted the result and I was just willing to try anything. So with this, like when people start saying I don't want to do that, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, all you're doing is putting up obstacles. Like you're basically like forcing yourself to fail, basically, because you're not willing to do anything. So like if somebody says, "Oh, you have $20, make a WSO," and you say, "I don't want to make a WSO," like why would you even say that? Because like so what you know what I'm saying, you're just making the situation harder. So now we got to figure out how to get you the result you want with $20 without making WSO. Now we got to think, okay, what are we gonna do? I guess the next thing you could do is I don't know, find a $20 solo ad, or you could invest $20 to Facebook for that. And I don't know, if you only have $20, I don't know, I wouldn't invest in Facebook. Maybe just save your $20 and wait till you have more money. Would be an answer. It just depends how bad you want it. So like the Warrior Form thing would be the first suggestion. If not, I would say save your money. Another question. This one is about not getting any traffic at all. Where should I start? Not getting any traffic at all. Start with, if you want my recommendation without looking at your situation, without, you didn't really give me anything to work with, as far as your time you have or money, but I would say YouTube. If you're not afraid, if you're willing to make PowerPoint presentations, just start with YouTube. Because the reason I'm saying YouTube, because that was the first thing that worked for me, meaning it didn't require much expert skills or anything like that. Like I just made it work. All right. How much do you recommend to invest in paid ads monthly? All right, so what should I recommend? All right, so I'm going to base this off of what I'm willing to spend. So the answer to this will depend. Okay, so it will depend on your budget. It will depend on the offer you're promoting, and it will depend on the platform. So let's just use an example. Let's just say you're using Facebook, using Facebook advertising platform. You're promoting an offer. Your front end offer is $10, and you have a back end offer that's $1,000, which would be kind of like an ideal situation, something that I would actually do. All right, so using Facebook ads, we have a front end offer that's $10, and we have a back end offer that's $997, $1,000, whatever, and we want to know how much you're willing to invest. I would be willing to invest $500 per month on something like on this kind of offer that I just explained to you. 500. I would say even, okay, like in any situation you want to have, if you're starting off, you want to have at least 500, ideally, because with Facebook, you really want to test like everything, because once you get that campaign that is running smoothly, it's beautiful. So like from my experience, I remember I got a campaign where I was getting leads, like I was getting some good leads, but at the time my problem was like I wasn't closing properly. So like I was getting good leads, but the price that I was trying to close them at, they didn't understand that price. So I learned this after, but the campaign was really good. But it took me I had to invest $700 to get to that campaign, right? To figure that out. Most people would not want to spend, most people wouldn't spend that kind of money. But it kind of goes back to the whole like how bad you want it type of thing. So I wanted it really bad to the point of willing to spend $700 that I could have spent on, so many other things. I could have bought a new laptop, whatever. So I would say like ideally 500 per month would be ideal, because you can do so much with that. And then once you have that winning campaign, you can kind of decide. You can work with less. So don't get me wrong. Like if you only have 100 a month or 250 a month, you can work with that, but you're limited. When you have 500 per month, you can do a lot with that. As far as I've seen. So yeah, it comes down to doing your testing, looking at your numbers. Is this worth it moving forward? How relentless are you? So some people, they'll invest the money, and if they see like things aren't working, they'll kind of just move on to something else. with Facebook, what we need to understand is that there's so many people successful with Facebook. No one can blame Facebook, right? So like I would never blame Facebook and say, "Oh, Facebook sucks." Even if I spent $1,000, because I know that there's people spending 25,000 per month and getting a return on it with Facebook. Seriously, like I spoke with somebody the other day and he was saying he spent 25,000 in a month. But I think he was making like 100,000 a month from that 25,000, something like that. So, but he started off small. He started off $10 a day and got to the point where so start off small, like $10 a day, you know, 10 to $50 a day, somewhere around there. And when I say $50 a day, I mean like if you have multiple campaigns at $10, maybe you have 5 campaigns at $10 a day, so that would add up to $50 a day. If you're doing multiple campaigns at once, you're gonna have to like track properly because you want to know which campaign is giving you the best bang for your buck. So sometimes you may have to do one campaign at a time for a little bit to see how it does, and if it's not doing well, then you start another one. But if you have the right type of tracking software, you can test both. So yeah, to answer the question, how much do I recommend? Ideally, 500 per month. You can get away with. You can get away with 100 per month. You can, but it's it kind of limits things. So yeah. So that's the answer to the question. All right. So that was the last question on here. Let me check the email again. All right. All right, cool. So I think we'll end on that note, unless there's some more questions from anybody. Thanks for attending. Appreciate you guys for showing up. And I hope this opened your eyes to kind of see the reality of how to get traffic. I hope this helped you to understand that it's not like there's no like secret magic way of getting traffic. It really just comes down to choosing 3 and mastering them, and not giving up. That's always important. And, never allowing yourself to get to a point where you just give up. I'm sure you heard the stories of people going homeless, going in massive debt, all these different stories. Thank God I didn't have to go homeless or anything like that, but I have went into situations where, I literally had no money because of doing different things, and I went into some debt here and there, not necessarily from advertising or stuff like that, but mainly from working with the wrong people, making mistakes as far as working with people who have no integrity or have no don't put people first. So another thing I also say here, like when it comes to traffic, is like put people first. So put people before profits is the term. Like when you're trying to drive traffic, think about it this way: how can I get in front of people who I can help? Like that's pretty much what getting traffic comes down to. Like, how can I get in front of people that I know I can help? Whether it's with your service, whether it's with your product, whether it's with your time, whatever it is. Like, how can I get in front of people that I can help and truly want to help these people, right? Truly want to help these people. Do not get blinded by money, because I've seen people in the online marketing community that started off great, started off by helping people, and then once the money came into it, they forgot about the fact that you're supposed to be helping people here. Um, so I'm not gonna put names out there, but there's people in this community that are only in it for the money, and you've probably, you guys have probably bought their products in the past, and you probably were unaware, but like there are people who just only care about the money, and if that's the route you're going, um, man, like it's it's gonna come back to haunt you because like I've seen what it can do to your mind. Like it can make you, once you get the money, it's like you just don't care about anything else. It's like, oh, I just want to, I got the money. Like who cares what the end result is? Like no. If you're gonna drive traffic, make sure your product is good. Make sure your offer is good. Make sure whatever you're doing is solid, and always be improving. So like if you have a product, if you have an offer, if you have a service, whatever, always improve upon it. How can you make it better? How can you make the experience better? What can you do better? That's just the reality. So that's why like some people, when I work with them, I tell them to go into a different niche because I see that they're only in the internet marketing niche to make money. And the only way that works is if you're really disciplined. So like if you're not passionate about something, you have to be really disciplined to make it work. So if you're not passionate about helping people, you have to be really disciplined about helping people. And that's like that can be rough. Like if you're not like connected to helping people in some way, like you don't enjoy it in some way, yeah, that can lead to some issues. And I've seen it. I've seen what happens. People start scamming. People start scamming people and all type of stuff. So yeah, let me stop myself there. But so yeah, so I appreciate y'all for attending the workshop, and look out for I enjoy doing these live workshops. I think it's a little more just a little bit more real. You kind of get to see what's really going on as far as what works and what doesn't, and you get to ask questions, and and you get to win $20 randomly too. So all right, so stay tuned, check your email for the replay, and God bless and good night.